There is nothing wrong with your music player. Everything you hear is being carried out as we intend. We control the treble and the bass. The imaginative processes between your ears are now under our influence. Do not attempt to adjust this podcast. You're listening to Relative Dimensions.
Well, hello out there, everyone, and welcome to another exciting episode of Relative Dimensions. This is Relative Dimensions, episode number 9. Today is March 25th, 2012. This is your Sunday Night Geek Talk Radio. I am one of your hosts. My name's Chris Renshaw. Look, no hands. Look, it's Philip.
No, it's not.
No guest.
There he is. Hey.
Hey.
That's my face on your screens right now, everybody. What's going on? I'm Philip. Here we are on this wonderful Sunday evening.
Yeah, I just got home.
Chris just got home. Can we flip to your camera again? Let's just take a look at that majestic beard that's going on right
That's
there.
about to disappear.
Don't do it.
No, starting in April.
Starting in April?
Yeah, because
Okay.
I gotta have time. Because see, like, someone informed me if I shave it like right before the wedding,
Uh-huh.
I'll have a tan line
Yeah?
because it's the sun on everything else. So
Okay, so you got to have time for everything to even out.
yeah,
Okay, all right. Okay.
just no,
You just leave it.
I don't like it.
You don't like it?
No,
Sometimes it's not all about you, Chris.
when it comes to my faith, yes,
Okay.
it is. So, yeah, spent the weekend in Greensboro. Checking in with the fams.
Oh, that's cool.
Mom was helping us a lot with wedding stuff. Oh my gosh. My feet hurt so bad yesterday. We were doing so much running around.
Uh-huh.
Stuff we needed to do, but just a whole lot of running around and shopping. And it was so funny because the girls would just be talking about stuff, and me and my dad were just like teasing each other the whole time. Like my dad, like every time we passed the flower bin, my dad would pull like a flower up in his hair and start doing like this, and I would just crack up laughing. And then when Ashley, my mom, would turn around, he'd like put it behind his back, and so they just look at me, give me this look, and I'm like, what? It was.
That's thanks, Dad.
Yeah. And then
Being a jackwagon.
so I was getting them back because the little grassy plant things
Okay.
that we're talking all fake here.
Yeah.
But it's got the little strands of grass. I take those and kind of like get up behind
Get
him.
him
And he's just like, stop it. So what'd you do this weekend?
I was actually productive. I was up before noon on Saturday.
Oh my gosh.
I know. Alert the media.
Doing laundry?
No, I had to get an oil change on the car.
Oh. I got to do that on Friday.
Oh yeah. See. Yeah, and then I sat on my butt all day.
Nice.
Pretty
All day.
much all day.
Doing a
Played,
lot of Star Trek, probably.
Doing a lot of Star Trek. Found a bug in the game. The Klingon characters for some reason can't repeat the second wave mission. So it's like I can't pick up the auto rifle. I think it's just because I already have 3 auto rifles.
Maybe
It's
there's
like-
just a limit on how many times you can repeat it.
I don't know. That would be crappy. Yeah. Also played I've told you about this game, Sins of a Solar Empire.
Yeah.
The newest expansion, Rebellion. They're calling it a beta. It's not a beta.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, it's not a beta. It's the full version of the game. They've just locked the other 2 races.
Oh, okay.
They're gonna patch them in later. Like this is not a beta. Just tell me it's a full version, and you're gonna wait for me to or do like they did with the original 2 StarCrafts, where it's like you had to play through as one race, and then they opened up the other races.
Oh, yeah. But you haven't bought the game, right?
Oh, I bought the game.
Oh, you pre-ordered it?
Pre-ordered it, and it's
Did you pre-order online or through GameStop?
no, I did it through actually did it through the game's website.
Oh, okay. So online.
Yeah, online.
That
Well, I mean, you can pre-order stuff online from GameStop too.
Why? See,
That's still online.
I still consider that pre-ordering through GameStop.
Okay.
When I say online, I mean like to where you don't have to go to a store or anything, and it's already on your computer.
Okay.
Where you're not pre-ordering a physical box.
Well, GameStop has that now. They took the
Why would you do that?
Star.Games. They had the Impulse system, and I guess GameStop bought the Impulse system, so now they can do stuff that way.
Oh, that's right. I remember that. So we got other beta stuff to talk about,
We do have other beta stuff to talk about, and this is kind of cool because I'm reading this.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that, but
we gotta go.
since the rest of the show is gonna be like video games,
Okay.
let's go ahead and get Walking Dead out of the way.
Yes.
Because we had the season finale. Oh my gosh, that was awesome! Seriously, that was awesome.
It's so amazing.
And it was so cool because even like that last scene where they show the prison.
Yeah.
That was so like no, you didn't know what was going on, but like me and
you guys keep talking about stuff, so I inferred.
Right.
I was like,
but
there's gonna be a prison.
That prison scene was a tribute to the comic fans everywhere. Everyone was like, why did they do that? I'm like, that was a comic fan thing only. That was just so all the comic book nerds could go, dude.
Yeah.
Did you see that? But
there was so much going on in that episode, man.
We saw Michonne for the first, or Michonne.
Michonne. That's how
for the first time. Who she is she's a pretty awesome character. You come to find out.
Okay.
In fact, she's pretty awesome when you first meet her because she just slices
What's
some.
up with the zombies on the leashes?
She's pretty messed up.
Okay.
She's just got a whole. She goes about the whole zombie thing a whole different way.
Okay.
But I don't.
When we were watching Talking Dead,
yeah.
Lori was talking about Lauren. Is that the actual lady's name?
I think it's Lauren.
Okay. Andrea was talking about that she's figured out how to survive in this zombie apocalypse world.
Right.
Is it because she went crazy in the head? That's how she figured it out?
We'll see.
Okay.
So that was awesome. I can't wait for the next show.
She sliced that guy's off with a sword.
But it was like nothing but action, really.
Oh, it was such an amazing episode.
Yeah.
But then that crap at the end where everyone's pissed at Rick.
Oh, yeah.
It's like, really?
That was so stupid. You didn't tell us that if we die, we become a zombie. Did you care?
Would it matter?
Yeah. Does it matter?
You're dead.
Like he said, he didn't know.
His suspicions, they even tell you that the doctor at the CDC
was crazy.
Conked out of his dome.
Yeah. So had he said something, everyone would have been driven crazy, and had he been wrong, they would have gotten pissed at him then.
More. Yeah. I mean, and then
I love how he drops a bomb. And he's like, "All right, you're gonna stay with me. It's my rules now."
There you go. Boom. And Herschel was all dead set against them getting off his farm, and now Herschel's like, Rick's the boss.
He's the boss, like a boss.
We're gonna do what Rick says. Rick's the boss.
That's because Rick saved his butt. So, all right. Walking Dead's over.
Walking Dead's over.
Commence video games.
Commence video.
All right, hold on.
Okay, what are we doing?
How about some current events?
So we got some news. On Monday, the NDA for Mists of Pandaria, the next WoW expansion, World of Warcraft, lifted because they've had like the Friends and Family Alpha and the early beta, the kind of closed beta. I don't know, it's basically the Friends and Family Alpha, which is where they have the early stages of the game. Well, the NDA finally lifted on it, and now
NDA?
Non-disclosure agreement. Yeah, I had to think about it there for a sec. So now everybody can talk about it and talk about all the stuff that's on it. So Blizzard did a big, huge dump, and I sent you the link of all the kind of like the big features that we're going to be seeing. Those that don't know, the next expansion is going to be called Mists of Pandaria. It's going to mainly set place on this new discovered continent that the Cataclysm's kind of shooken up, called Pandaria. We're gonna get a new race that are these panda creatures called Pandaren. It's really cool because they're not gonna have a faction. You're gonna be factionless until you get to like level 10, and then you choose do I want to go Horde, do I want to go Alliance. So that's really cool. Hey, Doxson's in the chat room. How's it going?
Doxson.
So I thought I definitely clicked the wrong thing.
You clicked the wrong link. I'm looking at it right now.
There we go. I just closed it by accident. There we go. What were you you were saying something really caught your eye?
Pet battles.
Oh yeah, Pokemon.
But still.
I know. It's those non-combat pets that follow you around. Is now you're gonna like go train them.
Okay. Oh, it's the non-combat pets.
Yeah.
Okay, so like my little Corehound pup.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if all of like it's gonna be retroactive.
Okay.
But from here on, like you're gonna like go in the woods and find creatures and train them up
I'm gonna find a bunny.
and do pet battles. And apparently it's gonna be across like all your characters.
Okay.
So you don't have to like if you level them up in one and you switch to another character, you can still do it.
Okay, gotcha. I don't have to have like a bunny for each of my guys.
Right.
Okay.
So yeah, everybody's been calling it. It's basically Pokemon.
It's Pokemon for WoW. Is it
Yeah.
Wowmon?
I heard one of the podcasts I listened to, The Instance, he calls it Pandokumon.
Hey, there you go.
Level cap increased to 90. It's all standard stuff. One of the big things that was like a really big surprise to me is what the boss is going to be in this expansion.
Okay.
Is like because in the last one it was the big Deathwing Dragon. Before that it was the Lich King.
Lich King.
Before that, it was this guy Illidan Stormrage. If you watch the trailer, he's the big guy, the demon guy that flaps around, and he's like, "You are not prepared."
Okay.
Don't know if you saw that, but it's really cool. If you haven't seen the Burning Crusade trailer, really awesome. Like the cinematic trailer, really awesome. And but they hadn't announced anything for this one. They were just like, oh, this is going to be a big Horde versus Alliance thing because the way apparently the story's going to go is, there's this new the way it's going to progress is, it's going to be, there's this new continent. Who are these people about? What's all this going on? Then kind of the second phase of the expansion is going to be the Horde and Alliance trying to take over the area. And kind of the consequences of that. They're kind of like destroying the area, doing all these big battles. But the final act is apparently Garrosh Hellscream, who is the war chief for, just to give you back a little update on the lore, because I don't know if you've done, the war chief who is the head of the Horde used to be this guy named Thrall. He's this big orc dude. In Cataclysm, he went away because the world, he's a shaman, and the world was being ripped apart, and he was using his shaman powers and stuff to try and kind of help the world heal back together before it just completely destroyed the world. And he left this guy, Garrosh Hellscream, in charge, who's a little bit he's a little bit nuts in the head, but he was also kind of like young warrior trying to like prove himself. And he thought, he was kind of like a loose cannon, but he also had that kind of, you felt like he was growing up a little bit. But apparently in Mists of Pandaria, he's just going to go ape crap. Awesome. Crazy. And the final stage for both Horde and Alliance is you have to siege Orgrimmar, the main orc city that we hang out in.
Okay, yeah.
You have to siege Orgrimmar and kill him and like take him down.
Oh, that's awesome.
The main, the war chief of the Horde. You have to go take him down.
Now, is that going to result in the next expansion? Are there like be like destroyed buildings in Orgrimmar?
No idea. See, they just rebuilt it because Orgrimmar got destroyed from the Cataclysm.
Ah, okay.
So,
all the engineers are pissed. Like, damn it!
All the goblins.
I just built this.
Yeah.
You're gonna break it.
Yeah. Improved talent system. Of course, that always happens. There's always a new talent system. We get a new class. The monk. Who's going to be like a fighter guy.
Yes.
I've already reserved because you can I think I explained this to you. You reserve the name just by creating a level 1 character, and then you delete it and make the character real fast.
Yeah.
My Pandaren monk's going to be Bamboo Fist. I reserve that name. And let's see, scenarios. This is kind of like they explained it as like group questing.
Okay.
So instead of going to a dungeon, you could do like 30 minutes of. You don't have to have it's 5 people, but you don't have to have the healer, tank, and 3 DPS. It's just 5 people.
Okay.
And it's just you go do some sort of challenge thing. So it's called scenarios.
Okay, gotcha. That's almost that's the way STFs are.
Yeah.
Is well, I mean, because there really aren't any healers,
Right.
but I mean they just.
But it is kind
5
of like
people.
that.
Boom. Let's go.
Yeah.
Is that's only scenarios? Would that activate for anything else?
No, that's only scenarios.
Only scenarios.
That's that part of the game.
Okay.
It's for people that don't want to do the dungeons or the raids.
Gotcha.
Which, speaking of dungeons, they're adding a challenge mode, which is basically where you're going to have to try and get through a dungeon within, like, they're going to normalize your gear. So gear's not going to, it's all based on player skill.
Okay.
So no matter what gear you have, you're going to still do the same amount of damage and stuff. And you have to get through these dungeons in a specific period of time. And by doing so, you get, depending on your time, you get medals. Like there's bronze, gold, silver. It's like bronze, you get a title and achievement. Silver, you get like some armor that like each class armor looks a little differently.
Okay.
That you can use for the whole transmogrify stuff.
Gotcha.
But the gold is going to be like an epic flying mount.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So.
Which brings up another thing I'm reading on here. You're not allowed to fly until you reach a certain point in your quest progression in Pandaria.
Yeah, they do that so that everyone doesn't, like, you can actually see the content that they're working so hard for. Like, when, especially, they found this out in Cataclysm because all the new zones you could fly in, people just kind of flew over everything. You didn't really see stuff, but by forcing people to go all the way towards the end pretty much before you can fly, you have to wide around and see pretty much everything.
Gotcha.
You're not just kind of going here to here to here. Let's see. I think that's most of the big stuff. So, yeah. At this point, I'm going to go ahead and play the main event stuff just because we're going to be talking about this the rest of the
Now
time.
what you've been waiting for. The main event.
Oh, Farmville. They're going to have farming in the game.
Really?
They're going to have a Farmville-esque. Everybody's been calling it Farmville.
Okay.
But basically, you're going to have a farm, which you can grow stuff, which they've explained. Hold on, let me see if I can. I know it's on here somewhere. So I just have to find it. Dang it, I don't think it's on here. Did see the Oh well, I'll have to go just based on whatever I remembered. All right, from what I had heard, you're gonna get like a plot of land or whatever, and you can plant all sorts of stuff and to grow like plants and stuff. I heard you can even grow like herbs for herbalism, put down nodes for mining. So like you can put down stuff for all your professions to help work on that, and it's gonna have this kind of Farmville-esque kind of thing that you can customize and do whatever.
Okay, cool.
So.
Reading in here, it's what new factions await adventurers in Pandaria? There's factions within the factions?
Like which ones do they have for? I saw that real quick.
It says the Shadow Pan, the August Celestials, the Golden Lotus.
Oh, all those are like there are all sorts of groups in World of Warcraft, and the different factions are people you can get reputation with, and typically each group has its own set of rewards. Because you have, what are the reputation levels? I know most of them, but I don't know all of them.
Okay.
The different levels you have hated, hostile, hated and hostile, unfriendly. Which, if it's any of those, they will attack you.
Okay.
Neutral. And then as you slowly, like, you get reputation for doing quests and turning in stuff and doing all sorts of stuff for that faction.
Okay.
And then you go to friendly, honored, revered, and exalted, which is the highest level. The higher you go up, the discount goes down on a lot of the items that you can purchase from them.
Okay.
But also, you'll have different things, like the exalted will have like the coolest things you can get from them. Typically, there's like a mount or a pet.
Okay. Gotcha.
Or there'll be different gear or stuff you can get from them. So it's like, if you want this specific item, well, I need to do quests with that involve that faction.
Okay. Gotcha.
So
It's like sub-factions. Because you have the main factions of the game are Alliance and Horde.
yes.
Yeah. And then you have like sub-factions within, like little subsets and...
Well, not necessarily within. They're just other groups. They may not be necessarily associated with the Horde or the Alliance.
Okay.
Some are, some aren't.
Are there ever any...
Like within the Horde, you got factions for each of the races, because you can get reputation levels with each of the races.
Yes.
But then there are kind of third-party kind of factions, other groups that are kind of just neutral with Horde and Alliance.
Gotcha. Now, would that ever include, like, the neutral parties? Are there ever different races?
No, most of the time, some of them are separate races. Some of them are races that are already in Horde. You know, like there'll be a knight.
No, that's what I mean. Would you have a blood elf and a night elf neutral party?
You will have neutral parties that may have like blood elves.
Okay.
Like there's these things. In Burning Crusade, there were two factions that hated each other. Like you had to pick when you did the quest, you had to pick one, and the more reputation you gained with one, the less reputation you went. Like the more you went towards friendly, honored, revered, the other side you went towards hostile and hated.
Okay, gotcha.
They were the Aldors and the Scryers, and the Scryers were mainly blood elves, and the Aldors, I want to say, were mainly Draenei.
Okay.
I want to say, I don't remember completely, but both Horde and Alliance had access to them, but that's just who mainly comprised the group.
Okay, gotcha. There's not any. There wouldn't be a group that they all like each other, and it would be like Draenei and goblins and orcs and humans all working together.
Maybe, but probably not.
Okay.
You might. It's possible.
That could be something if any developers care to listen.
No.
They don't care to listen.
Um,
There's probably so many podcasts out there that mention World of Warcraft, they just stopped looking.
Yeah.
Lazy bums.
Yeah. But the beta's also out now.
Cool.
The beta officially came out, but it also kind of pissed off a bunch of people, because they promised with the annual pass, they're like, you will have access to the beta. You have guaranteed access to the beta as soon as it goes live. Now, people took as soon as it goes live to mean as soon as it was available.
12:01 a.m.
Well, yeah. But they didn't realize, it's like huge amount of people giving them beta access at the same time.
You'd crash all the servers.
Exactly. But the problem is people are still getting beta access, but so far none of the annual pass people are. So all the press are getting it first, which is understandable. But there's also been rumors of the people, because you can go on Blizzard's website, and if you have a Battle.net account, and opt into betas, like you can sign up, like, do you want to be talked to for betas? And like, yeah, what about StarCraft, Warcraft, Diablo? Like, I think I'm technically opt-in, but I never got the beta for Diablo 3.
Okay.
I may have. I had to check. But people are saying that some of those people that sign up that way are getting beta access, but none of the annual pass people are yet. And it's kind of pissing off a lot of people.
That would piss me off, too, because, I mean, that should have been something that needs to be looked at.
Yeah.
Do, like, cross-referencing and all that stuff.
Right.
And it's like, oh, you have a Battle.net, but you didn't get an annual pass. So that's a little preview of what's going to be happening later on, people.
Oh, yeah.
If you don't have an annual pass, well, then you can't beta in until all the annual pass people get.
So, yeah, I agree with you. Let's see. I'm not I don't care too much, because I'm going to get it. I'll probably get in, play around a little bit, but that'll be it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going to do too much because I don't want to spoil it.
Spoil it for who?
Myself.
Oh, okay.
Like, I don't want to, because like all that stuff's gonna go away. I don't have to redo it.
Oh, like all the quests you do in the beta would.
Right.
Oh, I did not know that.
Because you copy characters over.
Gotcha.
It's a whole different server.
Okay. It's I got you.
Yeah.
It's like the Tribble test server.
Yeah, exactly. That is exactly right. But yeah,
Okay, are the graphics ever going to get better in World of Warcraft?
they're gradually doing it. Like if you look at the pandas, the graphics on the pandas are getting a lot better. But the problem is they're trying to appeal to a wide range of machines.
They
So
can still do that. I mean, on your computer, Star Trek looks amazing. It's all
Yeah.
beautifully rendered. There's shadows and shiny going
I
on
bumped it
everywhere.
up all the way. By the way, I'm running at full.
But then on my computer, it's like running WoW graphics. All right, so it's like you can
But
appeal
like
to everyone.
like they did a massive graphics improvement with Cataclysm.
Sure. Okay, no, it's like
But
my
you also-
computer can't handle anything, so it's
Yeah.
like yeah.
But you got to remember this game is 2004, so
Game's 8 years old.
yeah. But people are still running it off of machines still,
That they built 8 years ago.
yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's more of like we can update the graphics, but we'll lose 2 million players. So they're kind of slowly doing it so that like people get the hint that's okay, time to move on. But I don't care too much because I think the graphics still look fine.
Okay, yeah. I mean, the there's.
You just need to update your computer.
I just need to. Yes, mother. Thank you.
I can't even run full graphics on this one.
Really?
I don't think so. I'm pretty sure like I can, but the frame rate goes too far down.
Okay.
Like I mean I can run it, but I don't want to. I'd rather have the increased frame
You'd
rate.
rather have the frame rate. Oh yeah, I got you.
And remember, I think I did this because I showed you the difference. It's just a little bit of lighting changes,
Mhm.
and other than that, there wasn't too much.
Yeah, it still looks freaking amazing.
So yeah. Did I tell you about the Scroll of Resurrection stuff?
Yes, you did. Yeah, you sent me the text, and I was looking at that, and I'd have to give up my other characters.
Well, because the Scroll of Resurrection, you had to have had an inactive account.
Okay.
The only thing I was saying is like I have an account that was
Inactive.
eligible for the annual pass.
Okay.
Because it was created before that time period, and B, it's inactive,
Okay.
so it qualifies for that. So I was saying like I could give you the password and stuff to it. We resurrect that, so
Mhm.
you'd be on a whole new account now.
Okay.
But then you'd get a free level 80 character,
That sounds pretty cool.
and they bump you up to Cataclysm.
Oh, that's neat. We might have to do that. Shh! Don't tell Blizzard.
And then you could sign up for the annual pass,
Yes,
and then we can both get in the beta.
but I already paid for 6 months, which I like. I like paying for 6 months.
Yeah.
It's like I don't have to worry about it. I can actually, the credit card I used for that, when I pay up each month, by the time I hit 6 months, I'll be at enough money for both games to just
Nice.
pull their 6 month subscription, and then I'll just.
Oh well. We could just level up your other characters. It's not a big deal. We're about to lose the triple experience though.
We are.
Oh well.
It'll be all right. It'll make the game more interesting.
But it does mean I need to get those levels from you
Yeah,
first.
Yeah, you did.
Especially because I'm leveling a new character. I deleted Boom Boom Cow.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I decided all this talking about WoW, it got me wanting to level a goblin. Because, like, I did all this stuff between the, like, at the end of, when I got towards the end of WoW, the Wrath of the Lich King, and I was waiting for Cataclysm, the pre-Cataclysm, I leveled up my Hunter. So now I kind of want to do the same thing where, like, while I'm waiting for Pandera, I'll level up somebody new.
Okay.
So I decided, I was like, I never really did a goblin very far. I'm leveling stuff with Chloe, but that will take forever.
Mhm.
So I deleted Boom Boom Cow, and I made a goblin shaman.
Okay.
Which is really cool because the totems they have are mechanical totems.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So everything's all silvery and
Yeah.
gears. Ah, it's sweet.
Yeah, but what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna level him up to where my goblin is with Chloe, because my goblin with Chloe is a mage.
Okay.
Professore.
Ooh.
But I think I really need to have a healer when I'm leveling with Chloe.
So you can keep her alive?
Yeah, and myself, and plus with the shaman you get the self-resurrection.
Okay, yeah.
So I'm gonna level my shaman up to where we are there, and then I'm gonna start playing the shaman with Chloe, and I'm gonna level the mage.
Okay.
So
Sounds pretty sweet.
yeah, because I mean I could level the Saint Mu, my Tauren paladin.
Okay.
At the same time, I kind of want a mage. I've always wanted a mage, but I always get to because I've always liked the stuff they can do, like they can teleport to all the different major cities just like that,
Oh, that's
and they
nice.
can even make portals for other people in your party.
Okay.
So like if we're at a dungeon, but your Hearthstone's at Orgrimmar, but you really need to go to Undercity,
Uh-huh.
I'll be like, okay, portal to Undercity, bwom, and we just go there. But I've never been able to fully get one leveled up all the way.
Okay. I got you.
So, yeah.
All right, and we have a visitor.
Yeah.
It's a cat. Can we see the cat? Say hi, Serenity. Say hi. There you go. Say something. There we go.
So,
It's always nice to have visitors.
not when she's just being... She's going to crawl up all around the microphone.
Yep. Oh, well.
This is what happens when I go away for a weekend. She wants attention. She's been bored.
You figure cats would take care of themselves.
Dude, this
Oh, well.
one is an attention whore like you would not believe. But, so, WoW aside, so
WoW
basically
aside.
I've been playing a lot of WoW.
That's cool.
Which was really weird because it was like, man, I've been forever since I played.
I know.
In fact, on my laptop, it had to do that optimization stuff.
Oh, it did. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
That was...
That was a while ago.
That was a
I
while
hadn't
ago.
played it on my laptop in a while. But,
I had to do that to the one... Actually, no, I only did it to one computer. When I went down to South Carolina for my birthday. And whoa.
that's the
down.
one. That's the one thing you got to worry about is her claws. I have not trimmed them in a while, so they are sharp. She didn't mean to scratch you. It's just
Yeah.
when cats attack.
When cats... Ah.
Like I said, you just got to love and squeeze on her enough so that she wants to get away, and then she'll leave you alone.
Yeah. Worked for all 20 minutes.
Yeah. Well, she came to you. She didn't jump on my chair, remember?
Yeah. Oh, okay, I got you. All right. Yeah, when I went down to South Carolina for my birthday, I had to do that to one of the computers in the like
The computer lab that you were at.
yeah,
on the
it's like
base.
the enlisted club.
Mm-hmm. I've seen it. We were in Lakehurst at one of the
It was
things,
so
and
ridiculous. I want to say it was a 50-inch TV
oh my gosh,
was the monitor, and you're as close to it as you are to yours.
nice. Isn't that damaging to your eyes?
Yeah, I mean, the one thing I wished, and I told my stepdad this. I'm like, you need to get wireless keyboards and mice, because they had like the awesome gaming chairs with the speakers and everything built
Nice.
in.
Yeah. Was it like a 40-year-old version where they had like the two joysticks?
No, didn't have that. Didn't have that.
Aw.
But because like I pulled the chair back, and I put the distance between the two computers. I was like, I put my chair facing the computer at the other desk. And I was like, oh, hey, this is perfect now. I mean, this is what you want right here. But you just need wireless keyboards and mice, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like, really? 50-inch screens. That was there were 4 computers.
Uh-huh.
All right. Go to the Xbox room, or like it was like the Xbox PS3 room or something, and there was like 8 of each
Oh my god.
connected to 8 giant TVs. I'm like,
Well, that's what we get to thank our men and women
that's right.
that serve our country.
We thank the people that are putting their lives on the line every day.
And they can chill by killing fake people.
Yes.
So,
The zombie hordes.
Doxson wants to know why you left that place.
Why did I leave? I don't know. Got off the plane, got back home, and I'm just like,
You got to your computer and you're like,
Why did I leave? Sucks.
So, he recommends a sleeping bag, lots of Red Bull, and just live there.
Hey,
I like it. Sounds like a plan.
does.
So-
Onward.
So jumping back to before I was playing WoW, I was playing lots of Star Trek this week, and I was doing lots of Special Task Forces. I've been running Special Task Forces like whoa.
Lots of special tasks. All right.
I have the complete Borg set,
Really? Oh,
which
nice.
my ship looks awesome.
All the Borg.
Did you see?
Random
I put the picture
screenshot?
on Facebook.
Oh, that was so cool.
Dude, in sector space
Mhm.
without the transwarp act like the quantum slipstream,
Mhm.
I'm going at warp 20.
They put you up to warp 20? I thought it was 14.
That's what I thought too, but maybe it's because I have the improved driver coil.
Okay, gotcha.
But like, yeah, it's to the point that when I activate the slipstream, I'm not going that much faster.
Yeah, because with Slipstream, you're going at warp...
like around 30.
30.
It's like on mine, it's like 29.95 or something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, but when I drops out, I'm at like warp 20.
That's pretty neat.
Yeah. And oh my gosh, on the Defiant, I am having a blast. I am just flying around, zipping. I got it all hooked. I got anti-proton.
Everything.
Yeah, I did that. I sent you the link for the escort.
The forum.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to do that.
Because it has the one for the Prometheus one too.
Yep.
Well, I did the one for the tactical escort refit.
Okay.
Or retrofit or whatever it is.
The one thing I want to find is I'm going to have to switch everything to phasers.
Uh-huh.
But
Why?
Whichever ship I need to buy the quad cannons.
Oh yeah.
Just because you get your dual heavy cannons, and this is 4. It's
I think
quad
you
heavy.
can I don't know.
No, it's a pickup.
Can you change that console off of the ship?
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
cool.
It's not bound to the ship. It's just a bind on
Ooh.
pickup.
But yeah, I equipped it all. I got the anti-proton turrets on the back. I got all anti-proton weapons on the whole thing. So I got the anti-proton console things.
All the consoles to mech
My tactical consoles, there's what, 3 I think?
on the Defiant 3.
Yeah. 2 anti-proton, 1 quantum torpedo boost.
Mhm.
Because I got a quantum torpedo in the front, and I got these are all the turrets are I made. The rest of the front weapons are all the Borg weapons.
Okay.
The Special Task Force reward stuff.
Gotcha.
Now,
Now,
I took off the anti-proton beam I had, and I've got dual heavy cannons on 3 stations, and then the torpedoes.
torpedoes in the front. Now with the stuff you made,
Mm-hmm.
did they sell turrets for the Borg stuff?
Yep.
Or which one's better? The stuff you made or
The stuff I made, because right now I'm only getting Mark 10, and
Okay.
I made Mark 11.
Gotcha.
Even the Mark 11s, the only difference is like that extra chance for that extra like 1,000 Borg damage against the Borg.
Yeah.
I can go without for right now. But I've fully got all my weapons are at least Mark 10.
Okay.
So now I'm getting to the point where like I got to the last weapon. I was like, man, I got 2. I could get the. I was like, wait, why don't I only got 1 slot left. I'll just get the Mark 11 for it and use up that extra Borg chip I had.
Was it rare salvage? I think.
Yeah, I got like 2 rare savages.
Okay.
So yeah, now I got 2 Mark 11s on there, and so I have like 2 more Mark 10s I got to upgrade, and then I have to start doing like elites or whatever.
Doxson says we could attack a planet and set ourselves as their god.
Oh, that would be a game.
It's
I think it's
breaching
called
into
Spore. Wasn't that supposed to be what it was in Spore?
I think that's what Spore was.
Like
yeah.
you were supposed to take over, like you were going to once you got into space, you're supposed to go around and take over other planets. But yeah, so I've been doing a lot of Special Task Forces, dude, and it's got to the point I get the optional objective more often than not,
Awesome.
except for that time portal one. That one still throws me off.
Yep.
Where you got the 2 sets of gateways you got to destroy before
At least like 5.
15 minutes. It still gives you the 15-minute.
Okay.
And the same time frame they
But
give you.
there's a second part on that too. It's the 15 minutes and don't let 10 probes through the time portal.
That's not my problem.
Okay.
I've for the most part none of them get through.
Gotcha.
It's the getting all those things down in time. But like the one with where you're helping the Kang, we finished with like 5 minutes left to go.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah. So I was like, my guy was like, "Oh my gosh, this has got to be like a speed record." So.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
What's that?
He was talking about Doxson was talking about taking over a world and being their god. I was like, that kind of sounds like Stargate.
Yeah.
So I'm looking for the Stargate game.
Oh, they've canceled that. There was going to be Stargate Worlds, but it was only going to be a ground kind of first-person shooter kind of MMO, and they canceled that. And there was a Stargate first-person shooter game that they were going to make, and that got canceled. It was all this. The company that got the license was like a first-time company.
Oh well,
and it just kind of bit the dust.
They should have partnered up with anybody.
Yeah, I know. They still should.
That would be awesome because like the website still exists.
Yeah. We just need a new Stargate series to bring more attention to the franchise.
Yes, and as much as Universe was kind of cool, that would.
What we need.
All right, kids, cover your ears. That was a shitty ending.
We already talked about that, I think. I've come to the conclusion that what they need now, because they've already done the different kind of things, they need a Star Trek Stargate. And what I mean by that is we're now to the point in the Stargate universe where we have all these like battle cruisers. Mm-hmm. We need a series set with the main setting being the battle cruiser.
Okay.
Where it's just about their adventures in space.
Okay, gotcha. I could see that. Having the
because honestly, towards the end, that was my favorite parts is when they were on the battle cruisers.
Even some of the episodes of there were I want to say like 2 or 3 episodes of Star Trek where it was just random stupid stuff that's going on board the ship.
Yeah,
it was like they did a POV of some random crewman and he's walking around and seeing.
Yeah. And they did plenty of those in Stargate too. Like there was the one where like they get stuck out in space.
Yep.
Or there was the whole one that took the Daedalus where it was in multiple dimensions and it kept jumping to different dimensions and the whole thing took place on like one Daedalus.
Uh-huh.
I don't know if you remember because they were testing. It just appeared, and they jumped and they went up to it and it disappeared and appeared in another dimension.
And they
had to like go backwards through all the dimensions.
Figure out how to and they found out that Rodney built it.
Yeah,
and that was the reason it broke.
Yeah. So, that's my solution to fix the Stargate series. MGM, give me the rights.
I'm saying we could do this, man. Because they already have the Asgard.
Oh my gosh!
They have the central knowledge.
Yeah.
They have the entire thing. Boom! You could
Asgard weapons, phasers.
I mean, they have all the knowledge. They have the recreation technology. I think the movie was a better ending to the series than the series finale.
Oh, definitely.
I mean, that was beautiful. Where they replicated.
That was a little bit too much. They're like, oh, we're dying. Here's all of our technology.
Yeah. I mean, I guess I could see their reasoning behind it, where they were giving. These people are fighting the good fight. They're going to save the universe. We can't fight the good fight anymore, so we're going to help you.
Yeah. I just think it was kind of lame. They just gave up.
Yeah, that was kind of lame. I figure a couple of them could have ascended.
Yeah. But then it was kind of cool. We ended up seeing them again in Atlantis.
Yeah, the 2 that were in those awesome biosuits.
Well, it wasn't just 2, was it? It was like a whole group.
Okay, that's right. It was a whole group. It was just 2 that infiltrated the city.
And they just like tore up the place.
Oh, they're like, oh, we have an unidentified thing. Yeah, raise a shield.
Whoop, right through the shield.
What the deuce?
Yeah. And they were hardcore. They weren't like the pansy.
They were like
Asgard.
Battle Asgard. They were Asgard Marines.
Yeah.
That's what they were.
Like, wasn't it their thing destroyed Stargates or something like that?
I
can't remember too much about the episode.
The weapon, the device the guy developed, it disrupted
the subspace field or something like that.
Which disrupted. Hang on. It was targeted at the Wraith.
Uh-huh.
It disrupted Wraith technology, specifically the hyperdrive. So you could see the hyperdrive window, and you could go into it, but as soon as you pass through it, your ship dissolved.
Right,
into
I remember
its
this
more
now.
molecular components. And that was great. And
the reason I didn't use it, there's a side effect.
Yeah, the ancients were like, "Dude, this weapon is awesome. Yeah, let's go to this planet and go show everyone." And then they activated the Stargate, and the Stargate exploded.
Yeah,
explosion. Michael Bay explosions.
Because it does like some sort of special subspace warping that just
that completely fried the and that was pretty cool to see when I love how they find all this random stuff they can do with all this technology. Oh, we're just going to take the city shield and confine it to the Stargate.
Yeah.
And then blow it out the window.
Oh, that's right, because the gate on Atlantis blew up.
Yep.
I saw the whole series in Best Buy today.
Really?
Yeah, it was like $130 or whatever.
For all of Atlantis?
All of Atlantis.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Well, that's,
Yeah.
that's about right. I don't care how much it costs. I want to pick up an SG-1, the Cube.
Oh, yeah.
All
Well,
10 seasons.
We should probably start shutting down because we got games to play.
Shutting down and then starting up.
Yeah. Is this what you're looking for?
I hear it in my sleep.
So, the reason we're shutting down is because it's almost 8 o'clock, and what does that mean?
That means we're going to start the Relative Dimensions
Aftershow. And that is where you guys can jump on if you're watching live and play some games with us. This week's game is going to be Star Trek Online. You've been hearing us talk about it so much. Come on and play. Of course, if you're not in the chat room, you don't know this, but if you want to see what it's like, go on the YouTube channel, youtube.com/OCDcast. I will have the video of us playing. So then you can be like, what the heck is this Star Trek Online that they keep talking about? You can see us play. You can see us die probably.
Multiple times. It'll be amazing.
Multiple times. It'll be awesome. So next week, I don't know what we'll do. Maybe WoW, because I've been doing a lot of WoW playing.
Do some WoW.
But start at 8 o'clock. Your best way to do it is to show up here at 7 o'clock for the show, Eastern time, and then just jump in afterwards, because we want to play with you guys.
That's right.
We want to hang out with you guys.
We want to make it show.
Yes. So in the meantime, OCDcast.com for all the information. Email me if you want to find out what's going on, more details about the after show. Chris@OCDcast.com. I post all this stuff on Twitter.com/ChrisTheProf. Philip is Twitter.com/Philip_RD. Which you actually tweeted from today.
I tweeted. I'm a twit.
Yay!
Yay! Is it twit?
Yeah.
A tweet?
Tweet.
I'm a tweeter.
Tweeter.
Twitter.
Facebook.com/ObsessiveComicsDisorder is another place you can find us. Once again, we'd like to thank Skyhawk for letting us use this awesome music. L3, buy it on his album Function. Go buy it now. So, thank you guys for watching. My name's Chris.
My name's Philip.
And you've been watching Relative Dimensions. Time to cut things down and get things low for the after show. We'll see you next week.